Okay, my latest little adventure. I've over the last few years, I've gotten back into analog audio again, and I have had my share of issues trying to get functional CD players. I like my music on CDs along with vinyl, but this is my most recent acquisition. This is happens to be a Denon. No idea how old it is, nothing about it. I picked it up at the flea market for a whopping $10. The guy I bought it from said, yeah, it works. So here we are. Yes, it works, but it skips. This is not unusual. And, basically what happened when I first started is CD would go in and it would not even be able to detect and play the first track. Now I have made enough progress here where it actually detects the first track and actually will play it. That's a big improvement. Go to the second track and play it. Not going to play that because I don't want YouTube to, give me some copyright infringement. But the point is I'm making success here. It's not perfect, but I'm making success, and I want to share with you what I did to make that success. So the first thing I did was left this carriage open, and then I'm going to unplug it. Do that before I take the cover off. There you go, we're unplugged. Okay, case is open. You can see I have this tray is out. The actual eye or laser that reads the CD is down here. It looks like a piece of glass in there. I'm not going to touch it with this Q-tip. I'm just using the Q-tip to try to point at it. Okay. It has a little blue tint to it. So, I tried cleaning that off just using a Q-tip. In the past on other CD players, I've used a Q-tip with isopropyl alcohol, and generally I never really made any real progress with that. But I tried it again here. I also cleaned this transport rail off, put some lithium grease on there just to give it some good lube, and then work the carriage back and forth. But, none of that really made any success. And also what I found is in many cases, I was just making it worse. The problem would actually go from aggravating to is downright not even trying. I have this plugged back in right now. I just want to illustrate what I was saying. So we watch, when I load the CD, what was happening is it wouldn't even spin, right? Or it might spin, I don't know, a 10% turn, right? Basically, a complete failure. So what I finally ended up doing is actually just spraying compressed air down in there. And I actually got a lot better success. So I think all that's really happening here is we have dirt down there. And this must be minuscule. Using a Q-tip isn't good enough. And, I just used some compressed air, not real heavy. Maybe I'm at 10 PSI, blowing some air in there. And then it started to work a whole lot better. Now, it's not perfect yet, so I'm going to blow some more air in there and see if I can't get closer to perfection. But I think that's all it comes down to a lot of times. I'm trying to come in from different angles here. Now with this particular CD, last time I ran it, I got to track 3. And I actually had some trouble getting past a minute into this track without it skipping. So I'll let this go a little bit and we'll see how I do. I mean, if it skips, you're going to see it right away in there. Oh, must have skipped back. I missed it. Well, let me give you a late breaking change here. While I thought I had it fixed with the compressed air trick, it wasn't perfect. So what I finally did is I got out the isopropyl alcohol, used a cotton swab, and dumped one end into the isopropyl alcohol, let the excess drip off of it. Then I got in there and I cleaned off that, I don't know if it's a laser, an eye, I don't know what it is, but the little lens has got the bluish tint to it that we're trying to get the dust off of. I just used some isopropyl alcohol on there with the Q-tip, and then I gave it plenty of time to evaporate before I tried it. And now it actually does work perfectly. So there you go. Hope you have some level of success with your skipping CD player.